If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is February the 4th, 2022, and today the topic is prosperity. I hope that you all had a wonderful day yesterday. Mine was just fine. I mostly chilled or did my version of chilling, which usually includes me working on some stuff while I'm kind of like, basically I didn't have to go nowhere. So when I don't have to leave, that's kind of like a chill day. I didn't have to leave. I didn't have to like get prepped to do anything in regards to like, I didn't film anything or whatever. So yeah, so that was a chill, low key day for me. Um, yeah, I worked with my acting students, but outside of that, just, my hostels from home, the things I do and whatnot. Let my husband rest when he got here, things like that. I felt led to like wait until 5:30 to start recording for some reason today. I don't know why. Um, I'm not sure, but I just because I was ready for a little while actually. Good, maybe 5 minutes or something. I don't know, however long it was. I was ready to record, but felt led to wait till 5:30 to start the the live, and so here I am. Here I am. I don't know, but we'll see what the Lord do. Um, in regards to this conversation about prosperity, I feel like it's kind of piggybacking on yesterday's conversation in a way. We were talking about vanity of vanities and things like that. Those vain efforts and whatnot. I shared with you all a little bit about um, a vision or something that had came into my mind yesterday. Well, I feel like it's kind of continuing that conversation in a way. Um, but again, we'll see. We'll see. I did my prayer meditation. It was good. Afterwards, I was a little distracted, especially afterwards, because I ended up kind of like looking into some stuff and working my version of work, looking into things, getting ready to submit for stuff, and I just like, okay, let me just get back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Because before I did that, there was like two words that came into my mind after my prayer meditation. I can't remember what the first one was, but the second one was prosperity. And so after again, I got distracted and all that. When I came back to thinking about, this and doing the juice and what I was supposed to be doing, the word prosperity came back to my mind again. I can't remember what the first word was, but when I looked up that, verses centered around the word prosperity, the first one just made me have to wave my hand, y'all. I was like, oh, yes, Lord. So the verse that made me do that, y'all, is Deuteronomy 8:18. It says, "You shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you power to get wealth, that he may confirm his covenant that he swore to your fathers, as it is, as it is this day." So yeah, man, again, like let's calm down, cool off on the vain efforts, because at the end of the day, it is God that gives us, the power to get wealth. And that right there by itself, honestly, is some good juice if you depending on how you look at it. But yeah, again, maybe I'm talking to myself this week. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I've pursued, right? There's a lot of things that I've tried to do throughout life. Even now, still wanting to make sure I'm working, you know what I'm saying, wanting to make sure I'm putting forth some effort in my life, not just trying to live off my husband or whatever the case is, or I want to make sure I'm doing my part. And and again, the least I could do is well, do this, do these things for God, and use the gifts He's given me to do what I can with what I have, and so um and again, I feel like I've seen God just go above and beyond. Um, the most recent thing is, all right, I might as well share. So, I know I kind of pick on, the grandmas and my in-laws and whatnot, because like on one hand, it's like, man, the involvement of everybody is just very, it's a unique thing and it's a blessing. It is totally a blessing to have, for example, for my son, for my son to have his grandparents in his life. You know what I'm saying? And, um, unfortunately, he didn't really get to meet my grandparents, but he does have his grandmother on his father's side that's still here. And then, or great grandmother on his father's side. And then he has both sets of grandparents on his, on both sides. And, but let's just talk about my in-laws real quick, or my son's great grandmother, in particular. She's blessed us over the past few days. And this blessing has come in the form of food. I don't know if she goes to food pantries or where she goes, but somehow she gets enough food to not only, I guess, sustain her household, but all of our households as well. And it's been so much, y'all. Like over the past few days, like it's been so much where I'm calling up Chef. I'm calling up Bro's Bites, and I'm like, listen, bro, listen. I need you to come, because he's right around the corner. I was like, I need you to come over here and get some of this food. Like, I'm gonna need you to come over here and get some of this food, bro, because we ain't got room. We don't have no room to receive all this food. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing, because I'm hearing about the shortages that are in the stores and all of that. And I know it's funny that I'm saying I'm hearing about it, because yeah, most of the groceries and whatnot that we get, I tend to use the grocery shopping app because it's convenient and I have access to it, so I just use that. So I tend to use the grocery shopping app. So I don't really know what the stores is looking like. I've seen the photos and whatnot. I want to say, when's the last time that I've been in the store? I think I went into Aldi's like maybe last month. It's been that long. It really has. Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, uh, I was sitting here thinking maybe it was December last time I went in a grocery store. That's crazy, huh? Not that I haven't had groceries or went to, we got groceries, but it's just I usually just get it through the app. I just be like do and let somebody else shop. Because I used to be that person. I used to be out there shopping for people. So that's how I found out about it or got into it. And so now that I have access to the apps, I just use it. But anyway, but I say all that to say, like, the blessings just overflow. You know what I'm saying? And again, how can I say? Okay, y'all know about me and my situation. Y'all know about me and work, and the work that God has me doing, and the sporadicness of my income, and all of that, right? So I think y'all pretty clear, right, on all of that stuff. Um, so yeah, I would say, like, maybe what was like a week or so ago, I was like, I want to get some groceries. Um, I want to get some stuff or whatever the case is. And I'm looking at my accounts. I'm like, okay, I gotta change this. Well, let me put this in this account, put this there. Nope, might need to go ahead and tap into these, funds here. X, Y, and Z, moving things around. And I remember, I want to say, what was it, Thursday or something like that? I was like, hey, babe, should we get some groceries? And he was like, oh, we'll wait till I, come back or whatever, X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay, cool. But then, I want to say maybe the next day, his mother came with a bunch of groceries from grandma. And then, I guess, what was it? Um, Wednesday, here he come with even more. And like I said, I mean, it's just it's overflowing, and it's just so much where I'm like, I really hope and pray that Chef comes this weekend, because I mean, it's just everywhere, all this food. And but again, to God be the glory that these things can overflow, and then yes, hopefully I can bless others. Hopefully Chef can benefit from receiving these the food and whatnot. And I was just telling him last night too. I was like, man, too bad that we're not doing the show right now, because I mean, we would, food would be good, like at least part of it. You know what I mean? Maybe we would have to kind of outsource for some proteins or whatnot, but pasta, rice, all that stuff. And I know, look, I know, Anointed Touch ain't trying to hear that. I know it's now. I was just telling hubby too. I'm like, man, well, good thing I ain't on this little diet thing no more. I'm sorry, y'all. I can maintain that food aspect. Now I've been doing the workouts. But the food stuff, I was like, I can't do it. Can't do it. Not right now. Yeah, yeah, and especially when we able to do with all this. I'm just telling y'all. But anyway, um, y'all. So it overflows basically when you allow God to do his thing. It's going to overflow, and it's going to bless others. That's what I've seen. That's what I've witnessed. That's what has happened in my life. And that was just like one little example of a way that I see it happening. And I think that when we think of this word prosperity, and you guys hear about prosperity preachers and all this type of stuff, you just think about money, cars, clothes, whatever. I don't know what else people think about, but I mean, I feel like those are the things that people think about: houses, big houses, and all of this stuff. But you know, again, I think for me, I've been renewing my mind in regards to success, right? What it means to be prosperous and successful and all those different things. Like, yeah, it sounds good to, get accolades or get, opportunities and all of that. But, at the end of the day, are those vain efforts like we were talking about yesterday? Um, I don't know, just something to think about. Something to think about. I feel like I done went in and off a tangent. So let me get back to these verses here. So Philippians 4:19, it says, "And my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus." So again, y'all, I mean, there you go. There you go. Nothing else to really add there. I mean, he, above and beyond what we could even imagine, right? Joshua 1:8, it says, "This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success." I mean, I know I've shared this verse here before, but I mean, again, we need to change our mindsets about all of this. Like, we out here thinking that if we work and if we, wear ourselves out and all these different things. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I told y'all, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to make sure I'm working out here. You know what I'm saying? The word do say if you don't work, you don't eat. I'm just saying, let's not, that's not promoting laziness. But what it is saying is that I'm saying, like, renewing our minds in the aspect of, what is prosperity, what is success, and then how do you really get these things? Because again, we think that is the investments and all that, right? But really, the investment is the investment, I would say, of time, meditating day and night on the book of the law. That's what it say here. And then it says, "And being careful to do all according to what's written in it." That is the investment. And so then it says, and for then you will make your way prosperous, and you will have good success. So just think about that today, y'all. That's the juice right there. Hope that encourages you and inspires you. Um, you know, um, I feel like we all can do that. So if you need some prosperity, right? If you need some success, if you need to see some overflow in your life, then hey, again, hope these verses help you. You can look at some other things in the Go Deeper section as well. Let those verses marinate on your heart, souls, and minds today. But the Bible verse of today is 1 Corinthians 9:25. It says, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible." So, friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow. But just a reminder, today is Friday, so a new episode of God, Sex, and Love, the talk show, should be airing at 7 p.m. tonight. It should be a chat with Miss Elizabeth, the virtual assistant. Yes, yes, yes. The lady that is, behind the scenes, making things happen, keeping things flowing and whatnot. That lady right there. So y'all can check that out on godsexandlove.com. That should be airing tonight. I keep saying should be and stuff like that, man, because Boomer Smith's supposed to be handling that, and I ain't seen it scheduled. I'm calling you out, Boomer. I'm calling you out. And so I keep saying should be and whatnot, but I believe that it will be there by that time. So yeah, 7 p.m. tonight. Check out another member of the Dream Team, Miss Elizabeth. Her episode should be airing tonight if the Lord's will. So, all right, outside of that, I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Hello, charmers. Visit ttcboutique.com for the latest in fashion and accessories. Twice the charm, the source of women clothing.